everybody, welcome to the channel, the Dear Ashley Grace channel. This is going to be the first official video on this channel, which is pretty cool because I've been doing YouTube for about a year, but I haven't been consistent at all. So now my plan is to be a little more consistent with what I put out, and this is going to be the first of many. So please, before you start watching the video, click subscribe, like the video, click thumbs up, leave a comment, give me some of your feedback. But today I just want to do like a chat with me type of situation. I've just been like thinking a lot about my life and where I'm going in my career and all the things that I want to do, and just want to kind of vent and also just give some advice to people who are in my same predicament. This video is primarily for people in their 20s, the 20-somethings of the world, and the millennials as well, who are still struggling to find their way. So this year I turned 26, and last year, 2017, I claimed this year would be my year for everything from finances to career to successes to anything and everything that I wanted for myself. I was claiming this year to be my year. And it has been a good year thus far, but has come with it's come with some challenges. I started off the year really great. I did my one-woman show in February of this year. It was so good. I got so much great feedback. And my family were able to come out and see it, and my best friend was able to come out and see it, and had a lot of great people who are based in LA. They saw the show and they enjoyed it, and I was like, yes, this is the type of momentum I'm needing. And then for some reason I started drifting. I started drifting a little bit. And things weren't progressing as quickly as I wanted them to. And then getting closer to my birthday in April, I got into a car accident. No. I got into that car accident in May. So let's see, 3 months after the show, I got into a car accident. Totaled my car, was really banged up for a little bit, and was just, that completely derailed me this year thus far, because I had to deal with that and, car payments and insurance companies and being out of work and, all the things that I told myself that I would complete and do. I just saw it like myself having to derail and backtrack a little bit, which was really sad for me, because I'm one of those people who put plans and set them into motion. I have tunnel vision when it comes to things like that, so if I don't complete something, I get really irritated with myself, because I'm a goal-oriented type of person. If I set something, I'm going to do it. But with that accident, it's just, everything just came to a standstill a little bit. And I didn't really know how to jump back on the ship into which I was going. So after the car accident, a couple months later, I decided to quit my job. I'm the type of person, I'll never quit a job unless I have something in place already, or I wouldn't quit a job. I'll only quit a job if it's just completely just not it for me. And for me, it was the latter. I didn't have anything in place to go to when I quit the job, but it was just not going to happen for me anymore working in that establishment. It was playing on my mental and my sanity. And I was just like, I'm going to go into this job one day and really click on somebody and it's going to be bad. So for me, I was like, you know what? I have to make sure that I'm okay. And so I just decided to put my 2 weeks in and just, walk by faith and not by sight, and do my good work and apply for jobs. And something came through, but it's not paying me nearly as much as my other job was paying me. It's a better environment, but it's not you know, it's not the financial part that I'm used to. So right now I'm just kind of in I'm in like a wonky stage in life, and I'm just looking like, man, I had so many plans, you know, for what I wanted to do for this year. And this year isn't over yet, but we're already in August. So we only have a few months left in this year. And I just see everything just not going the way that I planned. And the older that I get, the more I'm realizing that everything isn't going to come to where you want it to be. And also that I really have to like stop putting so much pressure on myself when it comes to having things done and complete and ready to go. Like right now, like at this age, I honestly felt like I would be like solid in whatever career that I was going to be in, like more than financially stable, and just in a better, in a more confident situation. But sometimes you have to be uncomfortable in order to get to the places where you want to be. And if you're ever in a place where you're comfortable, then you're still not growing and learning and doing the things that you need to do in order to be better. So I say that to say all of that to say this: 20 somethings, it's okay that you do not have it all together, because you're not going to have it all together. For some people, you know, they get out of college or graduate school or whatever the case may be, and they find exactly what they're looking for in their career and they're off. For other people's, it takes them some years to really like get grounded in what they really want to do. And it's a difficult process, but everyone's process is different. And you shouldn't look at the next person who's in the same age bracket as you and say, well, they doing this and they got this and they're in this, and compare it to your walk, because everyone's walk in life is different. We all have different things that are going to happen for us when it's time for it to happen. And what's for you is always going to be for you. I know like these are like things that like people always say, but it's but it's so true. Like what's for you is going to be for you. Like no matter how much you try to like fight it, no matter how much you know you're hard on yourself, like, why don't I have this and they have that? You can't compare your experience to anyone else's, because everybody has their own individual experience in life. You know, you do the things that you're supposed to do. I know for me, I went to college. Check. Society says go to college. Optional, I went to graduate school. Check. Got that done. And then now I feel like I'm in this floating type of space where I know exactly what I want to do, but I'm just finding it a little bit harder to get there. And that's what I'm dealing with. I just have to deal with the fact that my time is coming. And no matter how long it takes for it to come, it will come. As long as I keep doing the work. You know, I look at the career of Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is, I think, 38 years old and truly reached her peak this year. But she's been in the industry for several years, like behind the scenes and doing B work, doing D work, whatever the case may be, as far as like the caliber of acting and comedic work in the industry. But she's continuously worked, and at the age of 37 booked her first major leading role in a movie. And it just shows her grit. Grit is, everybody don't have grit. Grit is something that separates most from many. It's something inside of you that you gotta have in order to keep going forward. It's not just having faith. It's not just believing in yourself. You have to have that hunger that you eating right now, but you still starving. You can be full, but still want everything and everything and everything. And you just have to keep pushing forward. And it gets hard because you look at things like Instagram and Twitter, you see people living their best lives, but they're only showing you what they want to show you. They're not showing you, you know, how difficult it was to get to where they are, or they're not showing you like as soon as they leave off this yacht and this beach, they back to minimum wage job doing the same thing that you were just doing. You know, everyone's way of getting there isn't the same. And just because you see someone on social media living it up or seemingly doing well for themselves, you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So don't ever compare to or want your life to be like somebody else's, because you never really know how they got there or what they're doing to get there. It's a lot of activity going on in this social media era, especially with all these girls and guys scamming and doing other stuff to get whatever they need to get done. Which you get it how you live, but I don't think anyone should portray their lifestyle like something that they truly like have been like on the ground working for and like really pushing towards, but it's something that's essentially being given to them by the way that they get it. So you just have to keep that in mind. Like if you're 25, you're 26, you're 27, and you're like, man, like I'm not where I want to be in life, or it's man, why is it taking me so long to get where I want to be? You got people who are my age and they're millionaires and gajillionaires, blah 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 blah. As fast as it comes is as fast it can go, and as easily as it can go. So I would rather work a little harder for what I have and keep it longer than get it like this and then lose it like that. That's what happens to a lot of these people that y'all see on Instagram. One day they got all this money, the next day you see them on the bus. No tea, no shade, just saying. Especially here in LA, I see it all the time. But you just have to keep working towards what you need and what you want. And you can't compare what you're going through to somebody else. We just have our own things and our own things that make us individuals. Um Also, do the things in life that you want to do. Like, don't live for somebody. You can't live for your parents. You can't live for your friends. You can't live for other people. You have to do the things in life that you want to do. If you don't necessarily want to go to college, don't go to college. College will always be there. Trust. They are always willing to take your money, honey. Like, they're not going to be like, well, you're 35, you're 50, we're not going to take your money. No. If you want to go and get an education and get a degree, they're going to be right there like, thanks, like the Gross Sisters. Like, what's up? They'll take your money, sis. But what won't always be there is the ability to do what you want to do at the age that you are. To be able to get up and decide whether or not you're going to go to this job, or you're going to take that meeting, or you're going to take this opportunity. You want to do all the great things that you want to do while you can. And if college or some type of career that you don't want to do that's pressured by somebody else isn't what you want to do, then don't do it. But I also feel like for younger people, college is a great way for you to navigate and to figure out who you are and to get some really great life lessons and get a level of education that you probably wouldn't get from just going to grade school. Unless you're like a proactive person, you're always on a journey of educating yourself further and, being self-disciplined and reading books and discovering more about, who you are as a person and your ancestry and whatever makes you who you are. Unless you're one of those forward-thinking type of people. But if you're not, college is a great place to do. I just wish it didn't come with so much baggage with loans and sometimes you get a degree in something and you find out, man, you know what? I'm more interested in this than I was in this. And that happens so much. I know a lot of people who went to school for one thing and now they're doing something completely different, which is fine. But, I just wish it was a better process for figuring out life besides wasting all that time, all that energy, all that money on something that you truly, at the end of the day weren't really going to use. But that's just me. But you live your best life while you can, and don't feel pressured to live this American dream type of lifestyle where you have to be married by this age, have a child by this age, have a house by this age. Life doesn't work like that. And then you wake up and you're miserable because you didn't live. Like, live while you can in these 20s, in these early 30s, and even in your 40s. Like, life doesn't have expiration date on it when it comes to happiness. Your happiness is your happiness however you take it. But don't feel pressured by society to do things because that's supposedly what needs to be done. You should live your best life and do the things that you want to do in your life while you can. And that's especially important to my fellow 20 somethings and my, fellow millennials. Like, just live, y'all. It's gonna come. As long as you're doing the work, it's gonna come. Don't compare your journey or your lifestyle to anyone else's. It's yours. And whatever's for you will be for you. I guarantee no man, woman, child walking on this earth can take away from you or give you something that's not meant for you. If it's designed, it's our lives and our destinies are already pre-written. So whatever's for you, it's going to be for you. No one can take that away. No one can deny it. But yeah, y'all, that was my little spiel. I just wanted to get that off my heart. Because sometimes those are things I need to tell myself. Because sometimes I'm like, man, I always feel like I need to be doing more. And then I need to recognize that, you're doing the absolute best that you can. And that's all that anybody can ask of you. And that's all you can ask of yourself. Is can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm doing my absolute best? And if the answer is yes, then just keep on trucking. It's going to come. It's going to come. All right, y'all. Please, 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 please subscribe, like, share, comment. Like I said, I'm going to be more consistent on this channel. So, just keep following the journey. And I'll see y'all in the next video.